Member for Strathfield.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On Monday night, I hosted a community forum in Strathfield on strata management issues. It was one of the most well-attended community meetings I've ever held, and for good reason. Strata is one of the most complex and frequently raised issues in my electorate. We were joined by the Minister for Better Regulation and Fair Trading, the Honourable Annalak Chantafon, and the Commissioner for Strata and Property Services, Angus Aberdeen, who was just fabulous, so knowledgeable and professional, and had a fantastic way of explaining complex issues to the residents. Their presence and willingness to listen made the evening particularly valuable. Mr. Speaker, strata may seem technical, but for many people in Strathfield, it's their daily lived reality. For more than half of our residents live in apartments. When strata works well, it supports safe, fair and vibrant communities. But when it fails, it can cause stress, financial hardship and even breakdowns in trust between neighbours. At the forum, residents ask deeply practical and heartfelt questions. Why do we face rising fees with no consultation? If a strata manager has their licence cancelled by ASIC, what remedies do owners have? If strata funds are misused or levies keep rising, which department should people contact? Why do owners need strata approval and pay extra costs even for internal renovations when they fully self-finance? And could universities or professional bodies help lift standards, training and ethics in strata committees? These questions tell us that residents are not only grappling with costs and compliance, but also with transparency, accountability and fairness. Mr. Speaker, the Minns government has recognised these concerns and is acting. From the 1st of July 2025, the most significant strata reforms in a decade took effect. These include automatic approvals for minor renovations if strata committees fail to respond within 3 months, with written reasons now mandatory. Sustainability upgrades like solar EV charging must be considered at AGMs and cannot be refused simply on aesthetic grounds. Accessibility improvements can now be approved by majority vote, making buildings more inclusive, and unfair contract terms in standard agreements, including those set up by developers, are now banned. And really pleasingly, we heard a story where one of the residents said their developer, which controlled the strata committee and the strata manager, locked in 10-year strata management contracts with automatic renewal provisions. Those types of contracts will now be banned. The maximum amount of time for a strata contract is now going to be 3 years. Mr. Speaker, these reforms respond directly to issues raised by the community: unfair costs, opaque relationships between developers and managers, misuse of levies, and lack of remedies when things go wrong. Mr. Speaker, this is about trust, as New South Wales seeks to tackle the housing crisis by significantly building more housing, most of which will be apartments. Confidence and trust in strata will be crucial. People need to know that their levies are fair, their managers accountable and their voices heard. I'd like to thank the Minister, the Commissioner and especially the residents of Strathfield who came forward with such thoughtful and practical questions. Their voices will continue to shape how we make strata not just a system of rules, but a foundation for strong, fair and sustainable communities.